Hello and welcome to Success Stories. Success Story is the show where we talk to students of Excel on how they pass CS exam. Joining me today is Gallileo. Hello Gallileo, welcome to Success Story.
Hi, sir. Thank you for having me on Success Stories.
We are very happy you're here, and everybody who is watching this episode is especially important for people who have taken a break or who have left CS for some time and who has come back. Because Gallileo is an interesting story where he had 1.5 year gap between the modules. That means he was working and he has come back, bounced back, and now he has passed. So let us hear from his own words. What was that, Gallileo? Please tell us, what was that 1.5 year gap? Why did you take the gap and how did you come back?
So when I cleared my Group 1, I didn't immediately start Group 2. I had a 1.5 year gap, and I was working in this time period. And what actually happened was I had to work because there was some family issues that were going on, and I had to support myself and my family financially. So that is why I had to get into working. So, and during this working phase, I was constantly reminded that I had cleared Group 1 and I had to get back to my CS journey because I have now entered CS field. That too, I have passed Group 1 and I am supposed to write Group 2 and get done with the final stage. So that is why I always had it in the back of my mind, even though there were a lot of difficulties while working and studying and working is always difficult.
Correct.
So I had to quit my job and then come back to prepare for Group 2.
It's not easy to take a decision to quit the job. See, many students go through similar. There could be family commitment, or even if there's no family, you want to support yourself. So many issues where you may have to work.
Yes.
That is, many people do that. But very few people will leave the job, come back to studies. What gave you that motivation and confidence that I should leave job? Because once you leave job, income will be zero. How did you take that decision? That's very hard.
So in my case, sir, I had developed some experience, work experience, so I could do some freelance work. So
Okay.
that is one way that I found of financially supporting myself to pay for the coaching or manage my own expenses.
Okay.
So I was lucky in this case, but the income is not it's not
Correct.
a steady stream. So it was a very difficult decision actually. And my home, they supported my decision. They told that I have the interest to study, so I should go ahead with it. And it just happened. It just happened. Everything came together, and luck was on my side. So I went on to prepare for module 2.
Yes, why I asked this specifically is, see, this whole success story is to inspire more students. Many people are on different journeys. Many people who are watching this are in a similar position. They leave CS course for some reason, they go to job or something, and like you said, back of the mind it is there. Who have to do, have to do, have to do, but they don't come back. So your story should inspire many people to say that it is worth to leave the job and come back because CS or any professional qualification has a long-term benefit. Now,
Benefit
when
is.
you came back, how was it getting back to studies? You're working, you're busy with work, all of that. Again, coming to study mode is not easy. How did you cope with that?
So so working and studying is completely very different because working, it requires you to be dynamic, you have to be versatile, you have to meet a lot of people, you have to communicate with a lot of people, get things done within timeline. But when we are studying, it is completely self-paced. It totally depends on us, and we have to be very self-disciplined for achieving any sort of success when we are
Correct.
studying on our own, especially when we are doing it online and with no one to monitor us. So, so it was very difficult actually initially when I started. So my concentration level was totally gone. I could not concentrate on 2 or 3 pages. So what I did was I used to read a lot of books. So I got back into book reading. So I had a 4 month gap to study for the exam. So first 15 days I picked up few novels. I read those novels. I got my concentration back, I quit social media. Especially, we have to quit social media, or else it is not possible. We have to stop scrolling through those reels. Your attention span, it will completely destroy your attention span. So definitely those two things I did. I quit social media. I read some books to get my concentration back. And after that, I started working out because exercising has a lot of benefits to memory power or studying. For every student, anyone who's studying should definitely work out. That is my number one suggestion that I would give to students. So I used to go on runs and all that. So I got my concentration and ability to focus back. And then I started slowly. I joined coaching. I joined online coaching, and then slowly, I progressed. And towards the last 2 months, I was able to dedicate 8+ hours every day to studying.
Excellent. Very good. I think that explains a lot of things for people to try and come back. Like you said, physical exercise plays a very, people don't talk about it, but it's a very, very important thing, whether it is studying for exam, working, it's part of your life that I wish everybody takes that suggestion from Galileo. Now, next thing we want to ask you is about in the subjects, which subject was little hard and how did you approach it?
So I was a BCom student. So I did not have difficulty in financial and strategic management or corporate CMA or in SLCM, because there were some aspects that I have studied in my degree. The only thing that I found difficult was EBCL, because it's a 600 or 700 page textbook now, and for 1 mark you have to study 6 or 7 pages if you divide it that way.
Correct.
So what I did was I prioritized what was important in the EBCL textbook, because competition law we had for 25 marks, the entire act, and part C, and then I went for part A. And part A, I left two chapters because they were very huge, and I thought that if I could focus on the most important parts and leave out the section which has the least amount of marks, then I will score better. So it did happen, and my strategy did work out.
Excellent. I think that is what you should do. Everybody, please plan well. Planning makes a very big difference in your results. Now, a little bit about the online coaching, because many people prefer to go to offline, but online is what we gave at Excel. So, how was that experience? And did you miss anything compared to offline? How was it?
Okay, so to students who are, so I am from a small town called Kanakpura. So there, if I have to travel for coaching classes, I have to travel 50 kilometers to Bangalore. So that was my only option. So the other option that I had was online. So definitely, like, for students who are no, who are unable to physically attend classes, definitely they should go for online mode. And I would definitely suggest Excel Academy for them, because it has everything to monitor your progress. They have done everything to monitor your progress, be it weekly test, be it one day, one answer, be it Srimati ma'am calling us every week and asking about how we are doing. Although I didn't pick her calls a couple of times, she didn't stop calling me. She didn't stop calling me. She did call me, and she used to question my progress. So which was very helpful, because I have to be honest with her, and it also depends on how honest we are with ourselves. And Excel helped me in that journey, and I would definitely recommend their online coaching, because as I said, it has everything to monitor your progress and perform better in exams.
Wonderful. Finally, we want you to tell all the students who are like you. That means they've left it, the CS course, they have a gap. Now they're thinking, no, it's too late. I don't want to come back. Now that you have passed, you are in a position to suggest and give them some guidance. What would you want to like to tell them?
So I would like to tell them that tell them one thing, which is to ensure that you always keep this in the back of your mind, that CS has long term benefits. It is a professional course. We have to remember that. And it is a course that will set you for life. It will set you ahead for life. It will set you ahead of your peers. These 4 5 years that we invest without earning, it will definitely reap dividends for sure. And I am 100% confident about that. I hope you also have the confidence to believe in yourself, quit that job that you're doing, and focus on your career, which will have long term
Wonderful.
benefits.
Really nice words, Galileo. Very mature to hear the words which you are telling. For students, like he said, long-term benefits is much more than the short-term pain. Better you face the short-term pain and get the long-term gain. This is
Yes, sir.
what I would like to tell everybody. And Galileo has been very mature in his words, and I hope you got some inspiration. We have talked to some more students where even this time in success story, they have told they watched some other success story and saw the suggestions by them, and then they implemented it. So same way, I hope you watch this episode with Galileo and take his suggestion to come back and do the CS course. Thank you very much and wishing you the very best for the future journey. We want to talk to you again in success story once you finish professional.
Definitely, sir. I will come back.
Yes, that's the spirit. Wonderful. Thanks a lot. And for everyone watching, I hope you learned something in this episode. We will see you in the next episode of Success Story.